Hello, and welcome back to the second episode of the Coffee Podcast, where we discuss quirks over coffee. I hope you are having an amazing day so far, and I just want to thank you for um, coming back and watching. And hopefully, you enjoyed kind of the first little intro there. And I really hope that this can be the podcast for you to come have a laugh, be in a safe spot, and just not feel so alone. It's kind of a community through speaking, I suppose we could say, and just a place where you can come and set free and let loose and realize that you're not alone, and maybe the quirks that you have somebody else has, or maybe you can just find yourself laughing at something that you never would have expected, and just feeling better about your day in general. Um, as this podcast and a lot of what I have to do has to do with happiness and finding joy, and just, doing things that help you feel more confident in real life, in your life, day to day, like real life, regular life stuff. Like, it's easy for a vacation to make you feel happy, or for a big special, gift or event to make you feel happy. But I'm about the happiness in day to day life, and the confidence in day to day life, and the things that just make you feel your absolute best all the time. Um, so today I thought I would talk about something that makes me absolutely truly happy. It is actually a newer item. It's something that I knew I was going to like, or at least appreciate, but oh my gosh, I love this thing more than I could ever imagine. So it was my birthday not too long ago. I am somebody that deals with anxiety on a regular basis. It was recently diagnosed. It does sometimes get the better of me. And I've noticed that my sleeping habits have not habits, I should say. I've got really good habits to try and combat the issues that I have when it comes to sleeping, but the sleeping patterns that I have, which you get tracked for me, I've been, pretty consistent. It doesn't seem to matter what I do when I go to bed, when I wake up. I seem to have this consistent 6.5 hours of like actual sleep, but it's broken up, through the night. I was awake a lot. And whether that has to do with anxiety or not, I don't know. I'm still finding things out about myself, but I figured at one point that maybe a weighted blanket would be a good idea. Um, and this kind of appeared out of nowhere, but I am one of those people. I love a blanket, like a good blanket, like comforter like blanket, regardless of the time of year. It's got to be wrapped around me in some way or other. And yes, I sweat my butt off during the summer, but if that blanket's not on me, I wake up. Like, I just pop up out of a deep sleep, and where's my blanket? Got to get it. So I was like, well, if I'm going to be sleeping, my stuff should be working well for me, right? Like, I have a comfortable mattress. I have the memory foam pillow that's done wonders for like my neck and my sleeping posture and everything. But it's like, okay, the blanket thing is a problem because it's not doing what I want it to do. And I did notice that when I had more weight, like whether it was a heavier blanket, or in the wintertime, another blanket, or I noticed when my cat sleeps, and like, cause I sleep on my side. So she'll get like kind of on my side here, or like even down on my hip. And when she was doing that consistently, it was recording on my watch that those were the times when I slept the best. I slept the deepest. I stayed asleep the longest. And I was like, okay, there is something here. So I got a weighted blanket for my birthday, and I'm so excited about it. So it's a 15-pound one. I wasn't exactly sure like where to start with it. I probably could have gone to 20 pounds, but for the 15 pounds, it's absolutely perfect. So this is my baby. So yes, I have been sleeping with this every single night. It is literally like a hug. They do not exaggerate that. Once it's on you, like, it just molds to you because of the weight. It keeps things together. I'm not tossing and turning as much. I still move a little bit because, sleeping on your side, the hips kind of go, the shoulders kind of go. So it's nice to flip over sometimes, but this just keeps everything in and comfortable. When you're actually like asleep, you don't notice the weight as much. Like you don't feel like you're suffocating or um you know under too much weight, or like it's not pressure. It's just on and it's comfortable. um this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, and I was not asked to do like a review or anything. This is just pure happiness right here. And I've had some questions since getting it, whether people think that they should go looking into it, or like what I think of it. Honestly, if you're the kind of person, like I said before, who has some issues with their sleeping patterns, has tried a bunch of things, does all the good habits and nothing's coming of it. Maybe, I guess, if you do have like the anxious side, or if you're like a twitcher at night, I have found that this just kind of helps keep me all um, in a comforting way. And I don't have enough good things to say about it. I'm not too hot in it. Now, granted, we are moving into colder weather, so that might have something to do with it, but I could very easily picture this blanket being just like wrapped around a leg or an arm in the summertime, and I would be fine. Um, and I'm kind of hoping secretly, because I am lifting that 15 pounds all night long, that I'm gonna just wake up one day totally ripped and toned. Probably not, but it's a funny thought, right? So, so honestly, that is something that just makes me absolutely happy, because I have noticed that I've actually been, for the first little bit, I was still sleeping the same amount of time, but it was less broken up. I was sleeping deeper, I was sleeping longer. For those stretches of time, I was actually getting more REM in there, which is good. And I was awake less. Um, I'm saying way too many times. And, over the last several days, that's actually changed to, a little bit longer sleep periods, so I'm out of the 6.5-hour range. I think 7 to 7.5 is a good range for me. I'm still working on that because my sleep has been disrupted for so long. I'm not entirely sure where I sit. Um, but I'm thinking this is the start of way better sleep for the next however long. So, if you're curious about a weighted blanket, this has been my observations. Totally go for it. It's made me so happy. I'm sleeping so much better. I'm refreshed in the mornings, finally. And I'm just really excited to see where this goes from here. So, how does this tie in to the Quirky podcast and, being a mom and happiness and everything? So, I'm my happiest when I am my most energetic, when I am my lightest, when I am doing the things I like to do, when I feel good doing them. I'm my happiest when I can keep up with my kids and I have the time and the energy and the patience for them. A lot of that stems from getting a good night's sleep and actually getting enough sleep, quality of sleep, and also from just how much happiness you have in your life, how good you feel about yourself, and things like that. So that's one of the things that's really contributing to my life right now. It's something small, it's something affordable, it's something um, that you can use in everyday life to see an everyday shift in your life. And I just find that absolutely incredible that something, little like that can contribute so much and make things so much better. Um, Other than that, to really call in happiness into your life, do things every single day that make you feel happy. Yes, I am a self-proclaimed coffee holic. I am the quirky coffee mama. This is the coffee podcast. Um, But all that comes from the fact that coffee makes me happy, and I don't care who says otherwise. I like to drink it. It's a comfort in the mornings. It's like a hug. I will drink it iced. I will drink, it with flavors. And I'm actually really excited right now, heading into autumn. They're bringing in all the apple and the nut flavors, and it's just awesome this time of year. The caramel and mm. Anyway. So that's something that makes me really happy, and it's a habit in the morning. I wake up, I have my coffee, and I'm ready to take on the day, and then I might go back for another cup of coffee, or if I'm going out with friends, I will have, whatever coffee, depends on the place we're going to. I will have coffee there, and I'll switch it up, like iced or hot or whatever the case might be, but that is a habit that makes me happy, it grounds me, I'm ready for the day as long as I have that, and, um do I need the caffeine? I mean, maybe a little bit. Do I need it to be in coffee form? Not necessarily. It's just that the coffee is there. It's a comfort thing now. I do drink tea, and I definitely make sure I keep up my water, which is another way to stay happy, is looking after yourself, being healthy, getting your water, your supplements, all that kind of thing in. That's where like your energy can be measured and things like that. But I'm not going to get into that because that is a whole other thing. Um, the idea here is to create healthy habits for you, or happy habits, to make you happy as you go through your everyday life. So, definitely a good night's sleep contributes to that, but it's also the things you do during the day. It's the things that you get to look forward to. Like when I wake up in the morning, I get to look forward to a cup of coffee. See how that works. um, so, yeah. And honestly, I just wanted to keep it fun, lighthearted for today, just something fun, something hopefully relatable, maybe something that you can try later on if you're noticing things, with your sleep. This has changed my life. It hasn't been very long, but already I can tell you I feel better than I did a month ago in the summer. Um, so I am super excited to see where this all goes. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I was a little bit entertaining for you. And like and subscribe. You can stay up to date. Again, I'm going to try and make these as weekly as I possibly can. And I hope you enjoy. I will see you next time.